This is the Poco M3 Pro 5G. It's a 5G smartphone. It comes with a Mediatek Dimensity 700 processor. It has a 1080p IPS LCD display with a 90Hz refresh rate, a 5000 mAh battery, and what I find attractive about this smartphone is the price. At $184, which is around 97,800 naira, this smartphone is affordable. This has to be one of the cheapest 5G smartphones out there, and guess what? I'll be giving away this smartphone to a lucky subscriber. Thank you Banggood for sponsoring this video and for sponsoring the giveaway. Now let's talk about the build quality. The Poco M3 Pro 5G, it's a pretty looking device. It comes in 3 colors, black, blue and yellow. The rear of this smartphone is made from plastic. Ask me how I know. As you can see, plastic is durable, and this smartphone will win the DSS Agent of the Year award because of its finger-grabbing abilities. The frame of this smartphone is made from plastic as well. As for the front, the display is protected with Corning Gorilla Glass 3, which will give it a level of protection against scratches and drops. This smartphone doesn't have an IP rating, it isn't water resistant, but you can submerge it in water for some seconds and it will survive. As for the weight, at 190 grams, this isn't a heavy smartphone, even with a 5000 mAh battery that it's packing. Now let's talk about the external features of this smartphone. Starting at the bottom, the Poco M3 Pro 5G has dual microphones. One is located at the bottom and the other is located at the top. It comes with a USB Type-C port. It has a mono speaker which is decent but can be easily blocked while playing games. Now moving to the left side, it comes with a hybrid SIM card tray that can take one SIM card and a memory card or 2 SIM cards. By the way, this smartphone is a dual 5G SIM smartphone that can allow you to connect to 2 different 5G networks. Now moving to the top, it has a 3.5mm audio jack, an IR blaster and a mic. On the right side is where the volume and power buttons are located. The power button also serves as the fingerprint scanner and it's fast. What's even faster is the face unlock feature, but that feature isn't as secured as the fingerprint scanner. Now moving to the rear, it has a 5G logo just in case you somehow forgot it's a 5G smartphone. It also has the Poco logo, which I kind of like. For the cameras, it has a 48 megapixel main camera, a 2 megapixel macro camera, a 2 megapixel depth camera and a dual tone LED flashlight. Now moving to the front of this device, the Poco M3 Pro 5G comes with a light proximity sensor, earpiece and an 8 megapixel selfie camera. For the display, like I said, it's protected with Corning Gorilla Glass 3, which is resistant to scratches and drops to a degree. The display on this smartphone is a 6.5-inch IPS LCD panel. It has a resolution of 1080 by 2400 pixels. Poco claims the display brightness is around 400 nits, and in high brightness mode, it can go as bright as 500 nits, but when I tested it, it didn't even pass 225 nits. Now the Poco M3 Pro display has a refresh rate of 90Hz and can adapt to 90Hz, 60Hz, 50Hz and 30Hz automatically to suit the content you're viewing to save a bit of power. For the color scheme, you can tweak it. I prefer to put it on auto, and for the temperature, you can change it as well. Now using the Poco M3 Pro outdoors, it's okay. You will definitely need to crank up the brightness to the max to make it visible. Now let's move on to the processor. The Poco M3 Pro 5G comes with the Mediatek Dimensity 700 processor. It's a 7nm processor with an integrated 5G modem, and it's a power efficient processor. I ran the Antutu benchmark application and I got a score of just above 200k. This smartphone should be scoring a much higher score, but for some reasons the GPU score is at 0. Now moving on to Geekbench and 3D Mark, these are the scores of the Poco M3 Pro 5G. For the Android operating system, the Poco M3 Pro is running on Android 11 with MIUI 12.0.6. Navigating and using this smartphone is smooth thanks to the 90Hz refresh rate. For the special features, well, it's a 5G smartphone. It has Wi-Fi Direct that allows you to cast the display of your smartphone to a compatible TV. It has NFC, it doesn't have second space, and for the gamers out there, it has Game Turbo, which improves your gaming experience. Now, this smartphone isn't available in Nigeria. If you're interested in picking one up, you can buy it from Banggood. Banggood is a trusted global online shop where you can buy smartphones, electronics, RGB lights, you name it. They have around 15 categories with over 200,000 products. It takes around 20 days for the items bought on Banggood to arrive in Nigeria, and they deliver to your doorstep and not to the post office. No custom wahala, no stories, just good vibes with Banggood. You guys should definitely switch to Banggood. Now, a lot of you guys have been asking me where you can buy the Redmi Note 10 Pro. That smartphone isn't available in Nigeria or is overpriced, and you can definitely buy it from Banggood at a very good price. Right now, the 15th anniversary sales bonanza is on the way, and you can get good discounts if you use this coupon code. Now, how is gaming on the Poco M3 Pro 5G? Well, for Pubg, you play the game at HD graphics and high frame rate. You play the game at a steady 30 frames per second. Now, moving on to Call of Duty, the Poco M3 Pro played the game at medium graphics and high frame rate, and the gameplay was alright. Geshin Impact was playable on the lowest graphics settings on the Poco M3 Pro 5G. The gameplay was decent. Now, if you're a gamer, beware, the mono speaker on this smartphone can be easily blocked, and that will hinder your gaming experience. Now, moving to the camera department, let's start off with the 8 megapixel f2.0 front-facing camera. I think for the price, it takes decent pictures. Pictures are natural, and you might want to increase the saturation a bit to make it pop if you want to post it on social media. Portrait shots are decent on this smartphone. You can even increase or reduce the amount of bokeh you want after taking a picture. The Poco M3 Pro 5G doesn't have a front-facing flash LED light. It uses the display as its light source, and for night pictures, I think it's passable. What's up, guys? So here's a video from the front-facing camera of the Poco M3 Pro 5G. It's shooting in 1080p, 30 frames per second, no 4K here, unfortunately. So what do you guys think about the video quality and the audio quality coming out from the front-facing camera, the 8 megapixel front-facing camera of the Poco M3 Pro? Let me know in the comment section below. Now, if you're going to be winning this smartphone, this is what to expect. This is what to expect from the front-facing camera of the smartphone. Now, moving to the rear cameras, the Poco M3 Pro 5G has 3 cameras, a 48 megapixel main camera that takes very good pictures for the price of this smartphone. I'm actually impressed. Colors are natural, and you might need to increase the saturation to make it pop a bit, but I'm liking the natural pictures the smartphone is capturing. As for the 2 megapixel f2.4 macro camera, it's just there, to be honest. The photos captured won't blow you away. Portrait shots are decent on this smartphone. Okay, right now I've switched to the rear camera of the Poco M3 Pro. What do you guys think about the video and audio quality? You can only shoot in 1080p, 30 frames per second, and again, no 4K using the rear camera. So what do you guys think about the video quality and the audio quality coming out from the rear camera of the Poco M3 Pro? Now, in 1080p mode, it does have image stabilization. So right now I'm jogging, and what do you guys think about the image stabilization or video stabilization on the Poco M3 Pro? It's decent, yeah. Now, the battery life on the Poco M3 Pro 5G is impressive, the same with the standby time. It comes with a 5000 mAh battery, and it will easily last the entire day. As for the charging time, the Poco M3 Pro comes with a 22 watts fast charger, but this smartphone can only utilize 18 watts. That said, it took 2 hours 7 minutes to charge this smartphone from 0 to 100%, and for a budget smartphone around this price range, that's not bad at all. So guys, this is my review of the Poco M3 Pro 5G. I really like this affordable smartphone. I'll be comparing it with the Samsung Galaxy A22, so subscribe if you don't want to miss out on that video. Like I mentioned earlier, I'll be giving away this smartphone, the Poco M3 Pro 5G, and to participate, all you have to do is leave a comment on this video and also on the Poco M3 Pro preview video on Instagram, and I'll pick a random comment. If that comment is yours, you win. This competition will run for 7 days, and the winner will be announced on Instagram, so make sure you follow me on that platform. Thank you for watching. Thank you Banggood for sponsoring this video and the giveaway, and I will see you guys soon. Valor Reviews signing out.